Hey everyone, welcome to my February Marcus update. February was a really amazing month for me. I feel like I did my best job of balancing work and Knight Hennessy and personal life. I just felt very centered and fulfilled in a way I haven't felt in my time at Stanford yet. So I'm excited to talk to you about it. In my personal life, one of my goals was to get into a better routine, really work on getting to sleep on time and waking up in the morning and getting up and out of bed. So one of the problems I've been having, and this is the first time this has ever happened, is that for some reason when I came to Stanford, I would wake up in the morning and I just wouldn't want to get out of bed. And so I wanted to find a way around that. And what I ended up doing, which was hugely successful, was I started doing yoga every morning. And so I do yoga. It's a YouTube channel called Yoga with Adrienne. And she has a 30-day yoga challenge that she does every January. And it's 20 minutes a day. And it was just super helpful for me to have something to look forward to, something to do even before I had breakfast. Like maybe I'd have half a banana and then I'd do yoga. And so I never had to, there was no activation energy. I was just able to immediately start my day without worrying about all the things I had to do. And in addition to just being really good for my brain and helping me feel much more mentally centered, it was also really helpful as I'm trying to rehab my ankle and regain flexibility. So that was the first thing, and that was really good. The next thing is that we had a bunch of amazing Knight Hennessy events this quarter, one of which, or rather this month, one of which I planned and held, which is the Knight Hennessy Winter Formal, and then two others, which were the Knight Hennessy Shabbat Dinner and the Knight Hennessy Impactathon. So the first major Knight Hennessy event was the Knight Hennessy Impactathon. And what this is kind of like a hackathon, which for anyone who doesn't know, I didn't know. It's an event where people compete to have the best ideas to fix some specific problem. In our case, we were trying to tackle the problem of it being difficult to have children as a grad student at Stanford. And so we took a trip to a place called 1440. It's somewhere nearby Stanford. It's kind of like a mountain. It feels kind of like a ski resort would feel, but there's no skiing or snow. But it's on a mountain, and it's kind of like cabiny. And overall, the weekend felt kind of like band camp with no instruments, and that everyone goes and you're bunking together, and then eating together and trying to solve these problems, working together on some common cause. And so I think it was really helpful for trying to help bring our community together and deepen relationships. So I had a really nice time. And it was also just nice that this is some event where, first of all, it was led by scholars, which I think is really special. And then, and the staff was super helpful as well. But it also was really focused on trying to make an impact, which I think is something that we all really want to have in this program. So for me, it was a great couple of days, and I came back to campus feeling refreshed. The next event that I really enjoyed was the Knight Hennessy Shabbat Dinner. So I am not Jewish and I've never been to a Shabbat, but it's a special dinner on Friday night in which there are a number of rituals. One of my favorite was where you have to wash your hands in a special way with a special cup. And then after you wash your hands, you can't speak. And so, after you wash your hands, you can't speak until after you eat some bread, some special bread. And the funny thing for me is that I'm gluten-free, and so I can't actually eat the bread. So I was like, oh no, I can't speak for the rest of the time. But luckily, one of the scholars, one of my friends, Izzy, was kind enough to bake some gluten-free cookies, and so I could eat the cookie, and then I could speak again. I'm sure everyone else was very disappointed that I was unable to speak again, but it was nice for me. And so just in general, we ate traditional, well, I guess not traditional Jewish food, because there's a diaspora. Jewish food is pretty diverse, and so it was just really exciting to try all of these different of these different foods, and just perform the rituals with my friends, and just get to understand their upbringing and culture a little bit better. It was really fun, and a lot of people went too, and so it was just a great time to talk with my friends and meet new or learn more about scholars, and it was really good. In general, I think religious rituals are a pretty special thing. Even if it's not your specific religion, I think there's a really beautiful communal feeling and feelings of togetherness that are really special. So I'm hoping that we can have more of these kinds of things in the future. And then the last Knight Hennessy event that happened in February was the Denninghouse Winter Formal, which I hosted. It was a 20s theme because it was, of course, 2020. So me and my friend Bradwa worked together to plan and execute this event. And we invited both scholars and staff and friends of scholars. And so we ended up having 140 people show up, which was awesome. And the party was really good. People were dancing, people were talking, having a good time. I think I could have done a better job of organizing because we didn't, unlike the Halloween party, I didn't have teams of people to set up the party and clean up afterwards. And so Radu and I ended up doing way more of the actual labor than we really wanted to or should have done. But on the whole, it was a really successful party. I also learned some things about audio because there were some audio fiascos with the music speakers and specifically the cords that connected the music speakers for some reason were pretty faulty. I keep saying that I'm learning the most leadership from hosting these events than I am from anything else. And so I think it's a really valuable experience, and I'm excited to host more parties. And the forum was also just great because I got to dance with so many people, and both people from the 2019 and the 2018 cohort came. And I just think, dancing and listening to music together is a really powerful way of bringing people together and making them feel more able to let go around each other, which is something that I really want to help cultivate in Knight Hennessy. As far as science goes, I've also had a really good month. I made more progress on my project. I actually was able to get a video of the white blood cells going through the capillaries in the finger, like I talked a little bit about last time, and do some data analysis on them in a way that I feel like kind of wraps the rotation. And so that's been really great. I really like the people in the lab, and I have really enjoyed my project. And now I'm trying to decide whether I want to join the lab or if I want to do another rotation. And a lot of this is going to depend on coronavirus too, because if the labs get shut down and everything has to be remote, then I probably won't really want to do a new rotation because it would be hard to learn a new lab without being able to be there. So we'll see. But yeah, overall, it's been just a really good month of doing work, doing Knight Hennessy, and feeling a little bit better about my routine. Yeah, I think that's kind of a wrap on February. Thanks for hanging with me in this video. And if you want to hear more things like this, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm hoping to, in the future, do a little bit more targeted interviews, kind of like I did last month, and then maybe have some longer form interviews as well with some of my Knight Hennessy friends. So stay tuned, and thanks for coming out. And also stay healthy. Stay healthy with the coronavirus stuff going around. Wash your hands. Bye, everybody.
Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, hit the bell icon for more notifications. Thanks for tuning in. You gotta really get these hand motions in here. Thanks, guys.
See you guys next month, or probably sooner. Peace.